Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back to you with some more Warpforge, and today we're finally going to be playing the deck that a lot of you guys have actually been requesting. This is a deck that I've been avoiding, mostly simply because I prefer playing Emotech, but since in the recent poll you guys also voted Necrons, and you've been requesting this for a while, today we're going to be playing some Ramatekh in Classic. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a mix of a duelist plus Destroyer, so I just came up with this weird little combination a couple of days ago, and you know, I finally want to actually try it. So this basically does what? So Ramatekh, first of all, for those of you who don't know, one of his main passives is that he gives destroyers +1 attack, which is really good because all your destroyers are going to be stronger, especially the Skorpekh Destroyer, which is now going to be a 6 damage flanker for 4, which is amazing. He also gets a very powerful tool, which gives him +1 ranged and melee, and armor if he's a destroyer. So basically, he can cast it on himself to just duel the enemy Warlord, and basically outtrading him is almost impossible because not only does he keep the damage until the next turn, he also keeps the armor. And he also can target his own destroyer units and give them armor, which means that technically speaking, he has the strongest damage Hexmark of all the Warlords for Necrons in the game. So first of all, I choose to go with Divination of Menhir here as my defense card, but honestly, all defense cards are fine on this build. The first one that gives you an extra Extermination Protocol is great. The Resurrection is great because you'll see what are some things that we actually have here. I mean, the Resurrection Vault, if you guys don't know, Resurrection Vault, Awakened Obelisk, Divination of Menhir. I think all of them are just really good, but I choose to go with Divination because I am using Conquering Tyrant and Immortal Pride, and the sooner you use these things, the better it usually is. So for the most part, it's pretty good. So for our low-end cards, we have the Extermination Protocols and Hyperlogical Strategist. Extermination is there to help you trade and also give you a bigger lethal range with your Hexmarks. Hyperlogical Strategist, on the other hand, is there to just pull either more dueling potential by more Immortal Prides or Conquering Tyrants, or give you some much needed AoE that this deck is currently missing. We have the Damaged Plasmacyte for a little bit of regeneration, and we are using the Flayed 1 pack. The Flayed 1 pack can be pretty powerful because 5 damage Flayed 1s are pretty strong, and when reanimated, these things gain fast, which is like very, very, very dangerous. Now, obviously, you need some things to reanimate this, and the things that we are currently using for that are Resurrection Orb and where is that thing? Technomancer. So you are kind of reliant on getting those. However, if you wish, another thing that you could technically do is you could take out one, and I think that's kind of what we're gonna do here. We can take out one Tomb Blade. I think it's all right, and you can get the Awakened Dynasty just for a little bit of card draw, plus the ability to gain Reanimation Protocols. So that should just fill out that gap when it comes to not being able to resurrect things. Otherwise, you could technically also use Reanimation Protocols if you're missing certain cards from this deck. Undying Legions is going to be very important because you do want to keep your Flayed 1 bodies available so that you are able to just, you know, slap them on the next turn. We do have the typical 3-cost package of the Necrons through Technomancers, Triarchs, and Tomb Blade. Usually you see these like at least one on every deck. This is your main reanimation source, and this is just amazing value for the cost because 3 energy, higher health, equal attack, Vanguard, Remnant is just really good. We are going to be using Psychomancers for that beautiful stun and good stats. Obviously, we're using Skorpekh Destroyers because not only is this a great flanker as it is, but also is going to have 6 attack with Ramatekh. Chronomancer for more reanimations. Damaged Hexmark as our finisher. As you guys know, this is like one of your main cards as Necrons. You are using this to just finish off your opponent, especially good against Space Wolves and other things that don't tend to spam the board too much, unless we're talking drop pod, obviously. Inescapable Retribution. Alternatively, you could choose to go with the Doomscythe. I think Doomscythe is better when you have Implacable Conqueror, though. And of course we have our dueling things, and we have a Lokhust Lord for another copy of Resurrection Orb. So it's pretty much what we're going to be running. We're not running Tomb World for the most part, because Tomb World, if you do, there's a big chance that it's just going to drop Flayers, and Flayers played from the Tomb World don't get fast. So yeah, there's that. So without further ado, let's just jump right in and see if we can do something with Ramatekh. I think it should be alright versus the Space Wolves, mostly due to the armor. That means that if the Space Wolves play Raid, you're by default going to have some resistance to the damage, and you're also going to be quite powerful. You're quite a powerful duelist as well. Okay, let's just wait for the game. I do want to know how long it's going to take this game to find an opponent. It's usually harder to find opponents in Classic. Just not sure what it is about. Okay, finally, we have it. We have it. Janari? What? That's pretty interesting. I'm gonna swap this though. I was expecting anything except Janari here. I think mostly they're playing this against the Space Wolves. I heard that it's alright against them because of mostly due to the sabotages, but I'm not sure how good that's gonna be versus the Necrons. Well, we'll see. Okay, that's already a pretty good start. So obviously the first thing we want to do here, no questions asked, is just ditch the cult propaganda. You don't want to keep those in hand, and Janari is going to giving us a lot of those things. We don't want to do that because it's really going to pile up. Now again, we are going to do the same thing. We're going to get rid of the poison supplies. We really can't afford to, you know, we really can't afford to be keeping these things in our hand. Now, if he's does not do that next turn, we have Flayed one into Divination into our ability, which is going to be great because it's going to be summoning a bunch of Flayed ones. Or if he still does a trap, then I'll aim for using Divination for Immortal Pride next turn. Okay, that's actually pretty damn good. Interesting. So he chose to attack with that. That's an interesting way to go. Maybe we play the Flayed one. I'm just thinking, should I go for Hyperlogical here just, or... I think I'm gonna go for Hyperlogical here. And get another Hyperlogical, because why the hell not? Because I think what he's gonna do next turn, so obviously this is gonna bash into this, then she's gonna use the ability to snipe this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Technomancer into Divination, getting rid of some stuff. Basically, I'm gonna spam the board really in a powerful way. Unless he plays something very problematic next turn. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's good. That's not too fun. Alright, so there's a couple of things we can do now. First off, we drop this bad boy and we get rid of this. Then we punch here. Then we do Divination, which is going to do that. And I think we're still going to do Hyperlogical Strategist. And yeah, definitely we want to get Side Assault, or Methodical Destruction might actually be better. I think we'll get Side Assault because there is a chance that he's going to be spamming these cult propaganda guys, the neophytes. So he definitely wants to destroy the Technomancer. Alright, fair enough, that works. Probably is also gonna kill the pack leader. It's interesting that he chose not to return that to life. I would say it's a little bit weird even. But fair enough. Whatever makes your boat float, I guess. So what I could do is I could just get rid of the cult propagandas here. I think that's kind of what we're gonna do. Again, as much as I'd like to return this board to life, leaving those traps in my hand is just not gonna work. It's just not gonna cut it, man. It's just really, really bad. But on the bright side of things, those Flayed 1 packs really helped me hold the early game. That's actually one of the main reasons you might want to be using that, because it really does help you with, like, maintaining the early game board, which is usually the problem with the Necrons, right? So, okay, so more traps, fair enough. Okay, he used the very smart trap there. I approve. Oh, here's the real question. What do I do? Do I just drop more Flayers? Or do I just play Immortal Pride here? Might actually play Pride here. Yeah. I think we just play Immortal Pride. Then we can just play this on ourselves. And just go... Oh, yeah, I need to destroy it. Nah, never mind. I forgot the main rule. I am forced to destroy whatever I can target, so yeah. So again, because of the high armor, combo stuff like the Trap Sprung, these guys, I think it's called Trap Sprung, right? Like, that deal like 3 damage per turn, or Space Wolf Raid, or Scarab Explosion, or things like that. It really pales against Ramatekh, because what are you gonna do? Deal 1 damage per turn to me? Yeah, so it's not gonna do anything at all, so... That is pretty good. And even if he punches, it's just 3 damage. Well, what's it gonna be? Nope. Chooses not to. We ditch this. Then we do this. Just want to get rid of that. Then we get rid of this. Slowly he's actually gonna start running out of steam. Which kinda is, in a way, also one of the strengths of Ramatekh. He's really good at just outlasting the opponent. Now that is very annoying, I have to say. Well, what you gonna do? Bore through. Ooh. Oh. Okay, that's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so what you made me burn my destroyer. That's not cool of you. Okay, what now? He just passes. Okay, in that case, I have a beautiful answer for that. I have an absolutely beautiful answer to that. There's my Ophydian Destroyer with 5 damage. With Ramatekh, the Ophydian Destroyer becomes absurd. It's like absurdly powerful for its cost. 3 energy, 5-4 with regeneration and constant stealth is nuts. That unit is already really good with like Emotech, but like on Ramatekh is just starting to become like approach insane levels, so that's what it is. Okay, so now it's the time for the Flayed 1 pack. So that's how we are gonna be doing this. There we go. Perfect. Now, this is a very important setup, because he's probably not going to be able to destroy the Remnants anymore, due to the fact that I got Undying Legions, and then I'm just going to Resurrection Orb and bust his ass next turn, so quite possible. There's a lot of damage on the board, and those Flayers are mighty nasty. Plus, another very good thing, since we have like 2 armor on us, there's pretty much not much that can really damage us too much. For example, he could play the Patriarch, which would be great, obviously, but then I one-shot him next turn, so it doesn't really help. Unless he clears the... I mean, even if he clears the whole board, because then I have Resurrection Orb, and there's no way he's clearing plus destroying the remnants because they're all gonna be shielded. So, yeah, that's one. That's two. That's three. That's... That the Praetorian? Nope. Just the Acolyte Heavy. That's a mistake, by the way. That's not a correct play. That's not a correct play because look at this now. One, two, three, four. So whenever you see players on the board, you don't want to buff your troop above 5 HP because that means that the players no longer kill it with their attack, which technically means that you are allowed to go face. So the great thing about destroyers, and I do like that mechanic, is that despite it having like very powerful stats and like abilities like fast, what holds them back is that you actually have counterplay. You can actually interact with it, which means that when you drop a body, you know that they have to target that and not go face. And in this case, when my opponent placed the health and armor on his unit, it already meant that the players were just gonna go face, which was obviously not good. So we're up against Bile here. Interesting matchup, to be honest. I think this is like one of the few warlords that can kind of outtrade you. So what we really do against Bile is until we are able to outtrade him, we simply stay calm. Because this is how it happens. On turn 1, he takes 3 damage and I take 1. On the next turn, I take 3 damage and he takes 1. So technically speaking, we are going on an equal trade. But the fact that whenever I don't have armor on, he's going to be hitting me for 4 makes me want to be a little bit defensive. So there you go. Alright. Oh, we got Damaged Hexmark. Let's go into the Hyperlogical. We got Undying Legions. Disruption Blades. That's pretty good. I could go for one more Undying Legions, but I think that will be kind of useless, right? So let's go for Disruption Blades, because Disruption Blades is actually going to be working on Ramatekh as well. So let's see what he does this turn. Inner Circle, sure. And then Master of the Deathwing. Fair enough. Smacks us for 3, takes 1. So, as I said, he's gonna be going ahead a little bit because I'm choosing not to attack him too much. Once I have either one Immortal Pride or one Conquering Tyrant, I'm going to start bashing him. Alright, Tech Marine, that's pretty cool. What do we want to do here, by the way? I think we still play the Chronomancer. We take some damage, but we do maintain board control. Now he has 2 targets to deal with, plus he has a Chronomancer that will leave a remnant, and he most certainly does not want a remnant on the board, because then it just resurrects and keeps resurrecting everything else. So, oh, so he chooses to keep that. Well, fair enough. So that means he's just gonna destroy this. That makes sense. And you know what I'm gonna do here, guys? I'm actually gonna do a funny thing. Just gonna drop this. We're just gonna do this. So you don't necessarily only have to wait for the Hexmark until it has lethal. You can just play it for damage as well. Because, you know, this is a threat on the board. You never want to leave this because it's just going to be bashing your Warlord. And it also leaves remnants that you can resurrect. So it's a dangerous target. Alright. Where does it go though? Where does it go? Is the question. I'm not sure if that's where it was supposed to go. Uh-oh. Oh my god. I could go for a very greedy play, but I'm not gonna go for a very greedy play. Yep, I did right to not go for a very greedy play there. Let's get the Resurrection Orb. Hell yeah. An extra Resurrection Orb is never bad, right? So the greedy play would have been to play Flayed ones and hope that our Chronomancer was gonna get targeted by the Resurrection, but was not worth the risk, honestly. I think Belial's finished here. I don't think there's much he can do to come back from this.
We ride for the lion.
Well, what's it gonna be?
So be it.
Yep. GG. GG. Again, the Hexmark. You don't need to only play your Hexmark when you have lethal. You are completely capable of dropping that mid-game as well, as you can see. And it can be a very powerful play as well. Ooh, we got the Wolves. Yeah, Conquering Tyrant stays 100%. Lokhust Lord maybe goes away. I'm not sure to be honest. But definitely we gotta get that Conquering Tyrant. As soon as possible, we want to play that. Alright, starts looking at Fenris. He's got the Anime Logan as well. Is that good? I don't know. I think I like the original. I'm not sure. That's just me, but still. I do like the original art, though. It's pretty cool. So, he's gonna be spamming that High King of Fenris, so we gotta be a little bit careful here. I've been playing Imotech lately, and I've been finding that Lich Guard are quite effective against Space Wolves. In general, I've started to run Lich Guard again, even though I haven't been running them in a while. Really now? Alright. It's fair enough. Yeah, because ever since the Squig Buggy got smacked, I think Lich Guard are better. There are still a lot of ranged flankers in the game, but less is always better. Oh, okay. So we're playing the nasty thing. Alright, alright. Do we like this? Annoying drop pod. Oh, we got the Lokhust Lord actually for next turn, which is pretty good. Oh, so that's how it's gonna be. Okay. I think I should maybe... I think I should have armored up. Or not, not really yet. We don't care about it yet. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, some beating because of that, but what are we gonna do? So that's gonna be a total of another 2 damage. Yeah, that armor would have been pretty nice here, I guess. Not sure why he chose not to attack me, though. Let's try again. I guess this can work.
That is not possible.
Kind of forced to take this out, but that's fine. So Tirnak and Fenrir are going to be coming out next, which is going to be a little bit nasty for sure. We do want our Immortal Pride, or we... Oh, yeah, there he is. Maybe I should not have attacked there. Dangerous. How about this? We play this here, and we just play this. Oh, he could do a huge combo here. No? No huge combo. Okay. I'd say that's clever. What about this, though? Priest. Okay, what do we want to... Ooh, that's pretty good, but it's kind of late, to be honest. Late in the game, so... I think I know what we're gonna do here. So we're just gonna smash this.
That is not possible.
First.
That is not possible.
What's blocking me, though?
That is not possible.
What can I destroy with this? What are you talking about?
That is not possible.
Wait a minute. 5, 4? Oh shit, that's a bug. Oh well. What you gonna do, I guess? That's a nasty bug, though. That's not good. Even made a misplay because of that. Wait a minute, am I like miscalculating something here? You can attack a target you can destroy. This had 5 health, this had 4, but it's flying, so I can't destroy it. What gives? The misplay was not attacking this with the... But then I still wasn't able to do what I wanted, right? No, I should have attacked, then did Extermination Protocol. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's a weird bug. Am I missing something here? Kind of feels like it's a bug. Can we do something here? I think we actually had lethal 5-5 or... No, if I hadn't misplayed, we didn't have lethal anyway. Fair enough. But was that like... I think we're gonna be able to test that a little bit in the next game as well. I kind of don't get that, though. Why was it... What was I supposed to destroy? Did it take into consideration that I could buff myself? Okay, weird. Anyway. This is actually pretty nice. Let's keep that. Ooh, we're against Magos. Alright. Gotta take a quick call, guys. Sorry.
You will not live to see our victory.
It is fate that guides our blades.
Okay, sorry about that, boys. Had to take a quick call. Oh, what? Okay, I think that's not... I think that's not the best. Because I don't think I'm going to be giving him any more troops now, because I have Immortal Pride and Conquering Tyrant in my hand. Another one, so I'm just going to be face bashing him into oblivion at this point.
Enough barking. Time to
Oh.
do some fighting.
Oh. Okay, I see now. What the hell? That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. How do we prefer to do this? I think for the starters, we do need to get Conquering Tyrant in. Yep, because that has to go. Now I see why he did not destroy the... why he did not destroy that. Not destroy, sorry. Why did he not ferocity that? Because the pack gave it a huge buff. But now I'm also very strong, so... Let's see what we can do about this. Unless he manages to actually burst us, we are going to be in a very, very good spot here. Okay. Huh. I mean, I do think he's playing correctly, actually, by dropping all these bodies there. I am, however, going to start armoring as well. I'm gonna get the regeneration. Go for the hyperlogical as well, so let's see what we can do. Otherwise, dealing 7 damage per turn, this is going to be very nasty. Possibly even more if I get a good hyperlogical roll, honestly. So we'll see. It's probably looking for another pack there. Okay, so what do we want to do here is the question. I think I know what we want to do here. We make sure these are also destroyed so that I don't leave too many. Or maybe not. I did give him some targets here, which is not too good, but not much we can do about that. Not much we can do about that. We are going to be aiming to get our Hexmark Destroyer and finish off the game if possible. Okay, we'll take that. It's going to drop the Prey Hunter. Go for Warhowl. Morkai, okay. Honestly, not too bad because the value is okay. We blocked a lot of damage there. Oof. Yeah. I think we're just gonna... We are gonna be able to get the regeneration next turn through Reconstruction Protocol. Alright, alright. It's gonna poke us a little bit. My guy is playing very well, by the way. You gotta give him that. Okay, so we didn't get the Hexmark, but we are gonna get this, which is great. I'm just not sure if it was worth it. That's unfortunate. One Hexmark would have finished the game there, but whatever. Yep. Oh. That's not too good. My mistake, I gave him a target there. I think I misplayed. Anyway, though, let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, give me a Hexmark. Really? No Hexmark destroyers? Whatsoever? In that case, there's really not much I can do. Okay, let's try now. So he needs a total of 8 damage to kill me this turn. Okay. That's not 8 damage. Oh my god. Okay. There's my Hexmark. Let me... Yeah. That will be lethal. Very, very close though. Too close for comfort. I think I misplayed heavily by dropping that regeneration. I really should not have played the regeneration there, because that allowed him to heal on 6 HP and also play and get value from his drop pod. So yeah, that was a mistake by me. Good, there was still one though, but yeah, that was not a good play. Okay, we got Njal. Ooh, I like this, and I like this. Let's keep everything. This is a pretty sick start. Ophydian is also going to be nasty as hell. Now, one thing I do not need, for sure, is this. This is like a suicide card against the Space Wolves, and I can't say I like it. It's a suicide card because you're just giving them free targets to abuse their stupid hunt marks with, so You probably don't want to be doing that. Okay. Yeah, he's doing the correct trades there. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna drop this and I'm just gonna have it on the board. This way I'll get his attention a little bit to the Ophydian Destroyer. Now you might ask, why did I not keep this alive? Like, I could just easily have kept it, right? The problem with the Ophydian Destroyer in general is that I've tried like just playing Ophydian Destroyer against Space Wolves, but they usually just start stacking hunt marks on them and they just deal a bazillion damage to you, which is honestly very stupid. So yeah, might as well just get some attention on that. You are here just as the dreams foretold. Sure, bud. I indeed am. Oh, annoying. That has to go for sure. Scythe Assault, Relentless Advance. I guess Scythe Assault could be good. Gonna help me with those drop pods.
Enough barking. Time to do some biting.
Oh boy, that thing is annoying as hell, but actually, yeah, I think we just have to kill that first. That is like one of the more dangerous cards they have, because if I don't kill it, what's gonna happen is he's gonna get a ton of damage out of that, so we can't really leave that alive. If possible, it always has to go. It's a pretty powerful card. Okay. Another guy who's doing the drop pod trick, fair enough. Know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna play this now. And I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna punch you in the face. Now we have 2 armor. That's beautiful. We're also gonna have 5 attack when using our ability next turn, so Nyal is going to slowly feel that it's getting it a little difficult for him. Okay. You wouldn't want to punch me with that, would you? I'd just take 2 damage and you would take 3, right?
Bring them, Fang.
I don't know.
Bring them fury.
Maybe he does want to punch me. Okay. I'll take it. Well, that's just 1 damage. We don't care. Gotta take that out though. Can't be leaving that now, can we? Once I have my Resurrection Orb, I might play Flayed 1 pack and just spam it. Because he has no raid tactics on there. And then I can do a huge resurrection into his face, so... I like how people have started to use drop pods as just a unit and not not just something that's gonna drop wall marines. It's actually very effective against duelists like Ramatekh, I think, so pretty good. It's probably gonna heal. Should probably do the lightning. Yep. To be honest, Should I? Flayed ones? Nah. I don't think so. Get rid of that stupid drop pod. It's very annoying. Now, the other... Oh, that's not too good. That's some dangerous territory right there. Now, the question. Question is, am I gonna get heavily punished for what I just did? What I'm also partially doing here is trying to bait him to use ferocity again instead of bashing into my face. It's because if he bashes into my face, that slowly is bringing him down to the Hexmark Destroyer range, and I really want my Hexmark Destroyers to go into Nyal's face. Again, we're actually not drawing our Hexmark Destroyers, which is not good. But, well, what are you gonna do? Oh, interesting choice there, actually. Is he gonna use his ferocity here? Actually, it would be smart to use his ferocity here. To be quite honest. So it just goes face. Actually... More healing, okay. Did not expect that. Wrong target? Absolutely the wrong target. I could have actually went for Awakened Dynasty. Maybe that would have been lethal. I just don't know. Maybe I would have gotten unlucky. There's also always that chance, so not risking. But if it had given me at least one tactic. Oh, but then I don't know. Maybe that was a misplay. I'm not sure. Well, in any case, I don't think he's going to be dealing 12 damage.
Curious.
Yep.
The runes had not foretold this.
Don't think he's going to be doing that. Yep. Seems like we're fine. That's it. Huh, aggressors. Okay. First time I'm seeing those. Alright. We took 2 Space Wolves out of 3. I'd say that's a good result. Let's play one more. Let's see what we can do with Ramatekh. Please, no more Space Wolves. Well, what do you know? Even more Space Wolves. Thanks a lot. Oh boy. Actually, funny enough, I actually think that Logan might be the opponent for Ramatekh when it comes to Space Wolf Warlords because of Pernak and Fenrir. Unless I specifically start running things against it. I am Ramatekh. Prepare to meet your doom.
This is where my saga begins.
I'll take that. So. Okay, that's interesting. We don't want to play that. Smack him.
This is where my saga
That armor is absorbing a lot of that damage. Okay, High King. Want his stupid wolves down, apparently. So what we do is we do this, and we do this. We don't use this, though. Instead, what we do is we're technically setting up for Immortal Pride. Never forget, Divination of Men here transfers to the next turn. So, you know, it's pretty good.
The trail is clearer with every step.
Absolutely stupid. Absolutely retarded. Okay. It's not supposed to work like that. Anyway, so let's armor up. Let's make sure this guy gets taken down. But then again, I guess it's fair. They don't have any other type of anti-stealth. Still, though. Still relatively annoying, to say the least. So I should have armored my Ophydian Destroyer, that means. Okay, sure. Now, the good thing about this is Tirnak and Fenrir are just going to be dealing 2 damage per turn. Per attack, I mean.
You will not live to see our victory.
Okay. I'll take that.
I will remember that from now until the wolf died.
Okay, so what are we up to next? We got Skorpekh to tackle anything he plays on the board. That includes like big... Oh no. Please open the drop pod. Please, please open it up. Don't leave it on the board. I'm getting tired of dealing with that stupid flyer.
Bring them Fang! Bring them Fury!
How would you attack though? Let's shield a little bit. We got our damaged Hexmarks ready. All we need is a good moment. 5, 5, 3. So we need another... No, actually even more, right? It's going to be 6, 6... Possible.
For us and the All-Father, bring
Okay, alright, take it easy, bro. Alright. Definitely gonna take this out. Okay. Think we're dangerously close to that lethal range. Problem is, so is he. Yeah, obviously he drops those little thingies. Oh my god, what the fuck?
I weep, sing these howls.
Wait a minute. Wait just a second. Alright, wait. Let me just, Oh no, that doesn't help. We don't have any targets. Ah, come on. I mean, we have too many targets. Ah, dang it. Crap. Yeah, that was not good. That was not good. Unfortunately, we were very close, but he still managed to outdo us there. He played the drop pod, like, on time, basically. Okay, Emotech versus Ramatekh. This is gonna be an interesting one. Maybe ditch this. Toddler. Okay. Interesting name. I think we could have played that a little bit better. Maybe I should have armored the Ophydian Destroyer. Still getting used to some of the shenanigans of Space Wolves, like for example, the stupid wolves attacking the invisible one, so still takes a little bit of time to get used to all of that. Okay, Tyrant and Pride is both gonna be really good. I'm just kinda sad that you can't really use the players against Space Wolves too effectively, unless you have like a combo, because they just abuse it with hunt marks. Okay, that's good. Do I just... Oh, alright. Yeah, I think we just start like this. Pray for no Chronomancer. That's good. That is very good. So what we do is we men here, we heal, and we punch him in the face. We could also Flayed one into ability into men here. That was also an option. Okay. That ain't too bad. Oh, his own Immortal Pride, alright. That's fair enough. This is actually quite huge. We don't attack with that yet. We're in an Imhotep versus Ramatekh matchup. It really kind of comes down to who either plays better or who draws better or whose deck is optimized better. Well, basically everything I just mentioned, but mostly I would say it comes down to who gets some of the... If both players have like good decks, it's really going to be about draw here, because as an example, we're playing similar decks, so who gets like Immortal Prides and Conquering Tyrants first is gonna have a huge advantage, so it is a big deal. Alright, Ophydian, that's pretty cool. Smashes there, makes sense. Oh my god. Maybe I could have attacked and shielded later, but don't think it matters too much. Oh, nice Hexmark. Nice. By nice, I mean it's good that we actually forced that card out of him, because he now has to use that for clearing. Yep. And don't forget we also have the shield, which puts us in a huge advantage. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Ophidian misplay. Ah, never mind. Alright. That works. What if I, however, play this bad boy? Ramatekh, yeah, as I was saying, Ramatekh does have a little bit of an advantage in this matchup in terms of dueling, because you got one more armor and one more attack, so you will always out-duel Imhotep, but his advantage is that he has, like, unending sustain. Finally, my flares are useful again, because no Space Wolves. Despite the fact that it's not that effective against Space Wolves, I think it's still a good idea to be running these Flayed ones in your deck, because, I mean, Flayed 1 packs. Because it's still quite a powerful card, because it's going to help you in almost every other matchup, and in certain situations against Space Wolves, it's still really good. Probably going to destroy the Flayed one, right? Probably don't want to leave that alive, man. It's dangerous. Okay. Lord of the Storm. Ooh, that's pretty good. Give me some more. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, hell yes. This is what exactly what we have been looking for. Just what the doctor ordered, boys. Just what the doctor ordered. Now this should be good game. This should be GG. Don't think he's stopping this Flayer onslaught anytime soon. Because together with Undying Legions, this is just unstoppable. Well, not unstoppable, but close to unstoppable. Well, that's one way you could do it, but still. Him having to bust his win condition here is not good for him. Basically forced to use all of his resources. Unfortunately, it is all for naught, because we finally get to play a very cool Resurrection Orb, which is nice.
Prove yourself to be a worthy foe.
Basically. There we go, GG. Well played, brother. Does he not? This guy literally has no well played emoji. I mean Ramatekh. Okay, boys, so that's our deck for today. Ramatekh, I think quite cool. Can deal with the Space Wolves, though, as you can see, it will be difficult. We especially had trouble against Logan. I think kind of makes sense because Logan has a constant stream of cards and he also has Tirnak and Fenrir. In any case, you guys tell me what you think as always, and we'll see you in the next video. Ecclesiarch out.